We have a great round of phone battles here between the best of OnePlus in the OnePlus 5 and the best from Motorola in the Moto Z2 Force. And let's get right to it, guys. So, excellent specs on both of these phones, Snapdragon 835, and you have 4GB of RAM on the Moto and a whopping 8GB of RAM on the OnePlus. Both phones 5.5-inch screens. You have Quad HD on the Moto, 1080p on the OnePlus. Now, both these phones really fast booting up, and the Moto actually won this one, which is extremely surprising because OnePlus almost always wins a boot up test. But still pretty close. Okay guys, so everything's closed out on both phones. And first up we have BBC News. Wow, extremely close. Amazon. This one going to the Moto. YouTube. Moto. Calculator. And clock. Now guys, the OnePlus, I think that this, along with the Sony Xperia Supreme, are the two fastest phones out there. That one going to the OnePlus. iFunny. Wow, guys, this is an extremely close matchup so far. Photos. I think that may have been OnePlus, but again, guys, all these extremely close. But now we're getting into the more intense stuff. We got our first game. And this I expect to be very close as well. Watch closely. Okay, that one looked like the Moto. Settings. Temple Run 2. Whew, again guys, so close. I think this one's gonna be OnePlus by few milliseconds. Yep, OnePlus there. And final one, but then we have a lot more stuff planned for the video. Asphalt 8. Wow. Yeah, guys, this is crazy close test so far. And then let's take a look at Antutu. Okay guys, so for Antutu you see a higher score here on the OnePlus, 181,000 versus 175. And if you look at the ranking system also, you see OnePlus in first place. Okay, so next up let's do Chrome. Okay guys, clearing out the web history on both phones. And let's go back in. So Chrome next, let's do IGN.com first. And we got IGN. And this one, check right there, going to the OnePlus. Let's do IMDb.com next. IMDb. And this one looks like it's going to the Moto. Okay, let's do two more. Let's do OnePlus and then Motorola. Alright guys, so final two, let's do OnePlus. And this one going to the OnePlus, and final one, let's do Motorola. Motorola.com. And that one is Moto by a hair. Okay guys, so extremely close web browsing test. And next up we got camera speed. So we're going to bring in this little Android guy. Now, both of these phones have dual cameras on the back. A lot of phones this year going with dual camera setup. On the Moto, both are 12 megapixels. On the OnePlus, one is 16 megapixels, the other one is 20. Now on the OnePlus, the second camera is similar to the iPhone 7 Plus, where it's used for zoom. Whereas on the Moto, the second camera is actually used for black and white. And personally, guys, I do like having the zoom feature more than the black and white. But let me know in the comments what you think. So again, we're just testing out the speed here. And yeah, I'm not surprised. The OnePlus extremely fast taking pictures. Moto, one of the slower phones, were taking pictures, but for most people, probably won't make that much of a difference. Fingerprint scanner next, and the fingerprint scanner on both these phones is excellent. Located right here in the best placement, and testing out the speed. Okay guys, so the OnePlus, this is the best fingerprint scanner on the market, period. Moto's still really good, better than probably 95% of phones out there. But again, on the OnePlus, it's just insanely fast, extremely accurate as well. But yeah guys, both these phones work pretty much 100% of the time, it's just a matter of OnePlus being a bit faster. Alright guys, so it's been a great competitive race so far. And before the final test, let's go over the specs of both phones. So, 5.5-inch screens on both. Now, I do prefer the Moto here. You have a Quad HD screen versus 1080p on OnePlus. Also, the Moto screen is shatterproof, although those get scratched more easily. Now, look at the back. So again, 2 cameras on both. Now, on the Moto, both are 12 megapixels. On the OnePlus, one is 20, the other one's 16. And again, the second camera on the Moto is used for black and white. On OnePlus, it's used for zoom. Now, personally, I do prefer having the zoom feature more. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, Moto has this area right here I'll talk about in a minute. Now, front-facing camera, I prefer the OnePlus here. So, 16 megapixels on the OnePlus, 5 on the Moto. Look at the bottom of the phone, so you see USB Type-C. Now, the OnePlus does have a headphone jack, the Moto does not. Now, internal storage is either 64 or 128 gigabytes on the OnePlus, 64 on the Moto. Now, the Moto does have micro SD card support, the OnePlus does not. Battery, I definitely prefer the OnePlus here, 3300 capacity. On the Moto, it's 2730, and I will have a test of that in the future. Now, Snapdragon 835 on both, either 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM on OnePlus, 4 gigabytes of RAM on the Moto. Neither phone is waterproof, and then on the Moto, you do have Moto mods. So guys, I think the next video I do is going to be an unboxing of this, and then a test on the Moto Z2 Force. But again, these are things you can put on the back of the phone, enhances the quality. So for example, this one improves the sound quality, just a speaker. And you can get other stuff like battery extender or a camera. And very important spec also guys, the Moto is a few $100s more expensive. OnePlus going for around $400 or $500. So we have multitasking last, and remember on OnePlus you have 8 gigabytes of RAM, on the Moto 4. And I can say that the OnePlus is definitely one of the best phones out there for multitasking, possibly the best. And you guys see right there, going all the way back to the beginning, amazing result there on the OnePlus. And again, let's do one of the earlier apps here. OnePlus there. Let's go into photos. That one was very close. eBay. Again, we have the OnePlus there. iFunny. Again, guys, amazing here on OnePlus. Now let's go into some of the games. So Modern Combat. Yeah, so it is reconnected on OnePlus, starting from the beginning on the Moto. So just doing a couple more with the Temper Run 2. Wow, so okay, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So on the Moto, it actually is keeping the game. On OnePlus, it's restarting. But I think I've had this in the past where OnePlus, for some reason, always restarts this game, or usually does, but pretty much everything else it does not. Okay, there's a couple more. Let's do Asphalt 8. Very good result on both. A little bit faster there on OnePlus. Chrome. Okay, so clearly the OnePlus there. You do? OnePlus by a hair. And final one, let's go back into Antutu. So yeah guys, clearly the multitasking does go with the OnePlus, although the Moto did win temper on 2. Alright everyone, so let me know in the comment section below which phone Nick won. Now I think the first half was very competitive, very back and forth, but the second half clearly going to the OnePlus 5. So overall it does go to the OnePlus 5. But keep in mind guys, I think the OnePlus 5 and the Sony Xperia XZ Premium are two fastest phones out there. So still great performance here for the Moto Z2 Force, and still a lot more testing to do between both these phones and all the other major phones out there. So guys, if you want to see all that in the future, subscribe in the top left corner, or you can watch another video right now in the bottom right. As always, thanks for watching.